Today we will be looking at Good to Great by Jim Collins. Good to Great examines what it takes for ordinary companies to become great and outperform their competitors by analyzing 28 companies over 30 years who managed to make the transition or fell prey to their bad habits. Lesson 1. Find your hedgehog concept. If the lion is the king of the jungle, then the hedgehog is the king of the forest. Why? Because he's got the simplest defense strategy of them all, and in any attack situation he knows what to do. Curl up and become an untouchable, spiky, rock-like, unbreakable fortress. Clever foxes and snakes can come up with as many cunning strategies as they want. The hedgehog will always react the same, and he will always come out on top. Hedgehog concept is a strategy they can keep pushing for ages, which will eventually take them to number 1. To find your hedgehog concept, you must ask 3 questions. Number 1, what can we be the best in the world at? Number 2, which things can we be passionate about? And number 3, what is the key economic indicator we should concentrate on? But no rush, it takes most good to great companies 4 years to figure it out, so chances are it'll take a while to find yours. 2 examples are Zappos, who want to create the best customer experience for people buying shoes online, and Walgreens, who shoot to be the best, most convenient drugstore with a high per-visit profit. Lesson 2. Only adopt new technology if it helps you accelerate your momentum. Anchor, Musical.ly, Vine, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter. All of these are less than 10 years old, and there are dozens more. And these are just social networks. We're flooded with an incredible amount of new technology every single year. The question is, how much of it really benefits us? For example, Walgreens took a 40% share price drop by completely ignoring e-commerce at first. But while competitors rose quickly and disappeared again a year later, they carefully mapped out their online strategy and used it to boost their actual goal of being the best pharmacy store. For example, by offering online prescriptions for pickup in store only. Always be wary of new innovations. Only jump on the bandwagon once you're convinced they help you improve your hedgehog concept. And lesson 3, always confront uncomfortable truths head on, but never lose faith that you'll work it out. Realistic optimism is another habit good to great companies share. They don't put their head in the sand and ignore the hard facts, but they don't throw their hands up in despair either. When you're just not profitable enough to make it, or your latest marketing campaign sucked, accept it and deal with it. For example, when Procter & Gamble entered the paper goods market, the situation looked pretty bleak for the incumbents, Scott Paper and Kimberly-Clark. But while Scott Paper gave up the battle before it even began and started to branch out, trying to dominate a few small niches P&G had no business in, Kimberly-Clark held a moment of silence for Procter & Gamble because they knew the big guys were about to lose. Kimberly-Clark railed at this opportunity to compete with one of the big guys. 20 years later, Kimberly-Clark not only owned Scott Paper, but also outgunned Procter & Gamble in 6 out of 8 product categories. This shows that everyone boils their food in the same water. So don't sugarcoat the bad things, but never lose faith in your ability to figure it out. Thank you.